Father David here. You know, when you think about the origin story of the Garden of Eden, of Adam and Eve, whether you take that story as brilliant myth or as literal history or as a fairy tale, there's one thing I think that we could all agree upon, and that's the thing that got them kicked out of the garden. And what got them kicked out was they ate from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, which when you think about it is kind of a strange reason to be kicked out, since isn't that kind of the most fundamental human need, to know the difference between good and evil? And yet the brilliance of that story is that we really are not equipped to know, and we're not very good at it. All we have to do is look around. War is raging in the Middle East right now. The Iranians on one side say they are completely right. The Israelis on the other say the same thing. In our family lives, when spouses argue, most arguments begin at least from the position that I'm completely right and you're completely wrong. Usually the truth is somewhere in the middle. It comes up in our political conversations when we find ourselves arguing about profound and difficult issues, and we argue about them at the extremes. So we talk about late-term abortions, while at the same time, women are being turned away from emergency rooms who need to have an ectopic pregnancy removed. With the border, we talk about the vanishingly few who do commit crimes in our country, and forget about the vast majority who are simply coming here to work for an honest day's wage to escape grinding poverty and political oppression. Perhaps if we can hold lightly to our ideas of good and evil, recognizing that we really aren't that good at knowing the difference, then maybe we can turn the temperature down. Maybe we can take the conversation about these difficult issues to the circumstances that are the ones that occur most often, rather than the extreme and unusual ones. Perhaps we can begin to hear each other and compromise and find that we in fact have a lot more in common than we ever thought. Think about it, please. I think our country depends on this change of heart. God bless you.